So while I've been camping and backpacking and hunting for decades, I tell you, it's only been a while that I started getting into the extended idea of extended prepping and extended camping. So, so I've just merely been going through most of my old army kit and digging out what works and going, yeah, that works, and well, I need a new one of these and new one of those. And so far, I've been managing to keep most of my costs and expenses with most of this new stuff down. I mean, yes, I have spent a bunch of money picking up bits and pieces, but none of them really are horribly expensive. So if you went and attacked it in a slightly slower manner than I did, um, and just start keeping quality pieces of gear. I mean, this is older than teenagers. Seriously, it's over 20 years old. Uh, I don't know how old this is, but I got it for free, and somebody was wanting $1 whole, so they're available out there cheap. And then my windscreen, $6. These adapters that I get so I can redo my canisters, refill the expensive canisters. I mean, it's an investment. You get yourself a couple of, say 2 of each size of these, and you can keep on refilling them. And I've got myself a propane canister refiller coming for the 1-pound bottles, where you can use a 20-pound bottle to your average camper size bottle to refill your 1-pound bottle, and then you're good to go. And then I've also got myself some of the adapters that allow you to take your propane canister and hook it up to your little Lindo valve there, as they're called, and you can use that system to do your camp size, your base camp size bottles, and you get a higher heat from the straight propane, so you'll be cooking a lot quicker. Your cook times will be down, and then when you actually begin your hike, you can go with, well, it'll take 3 days or 4 days, so you can go figure out your gas usage, and then you can take out, one of these and a small one, or if you, you know, or a pair of these if your gas needs are like that, if it's warm. But if it's cooler, I would be recommending a propane or an MSR style stove, because of the temperatures that the gases in these cook off at. Weather that we're experiencing right now, these will frost up and won't be any good almost immediately. The isobutane will last a little bit longer because of the amount of propane gas that's in there. But yeah, that'll all come to a screeching stop in the cooler temperatures. But I've got the Optimus. Once I go and fix that up, I've got the MSR. I've got a Coleman knockoff 2-burner stove. I've got another brand stove. I'm not sure what it is, but that was another rescue find, and I've got it rigged up for 20-pound canisters right now. But I can easily adapt, get the right gas fitting so I could burn the 1 pound bottles out of it, and then just get the adapter to run the 20 pound bottles off of that through there. And then I don't have to screw around with it anymore, just not lose the adapters. But do not try and fill these with straight propane. Do not try and fill these with straight propane unless you're only adding milligrams or whatever you want to call it, grams of the propane. You know, these have a. I've seen somebody say there's about a 25% mix of propane in these things. So you would have to make sure it's empty. Put in your 25% propane by weight, weighing it before and after, and then filling the rest up with your butane. And yeah, that just ain't gonna happen with me. It's best if you keep the, you can go butane into these and be good. You can run the stoves off, the various compressed gas stoves off butane, but like I said, it's not gonna perform as well in the cooler weather, and it's not going to produce as much heat during the warmer weather. But adapters are available to allow you to refill and condense your various canisters. So if you got a little bit left in here, you can dump it in one of these, and as long as you know that you've been dumping butane in, mark it up that says butane. That way you don't use it on your winter trek.